Afghanistan is the least developed country in the world, but Russia, the United States, and the United Kingdom have failed to occupy it even after several attempts. These superpowers are ahead in economy, army, and technology all over the world. But finally, what is the secret hidden in Afghanistan, from which even such big powers are forced to run backwards? All these secrets will be revealed in today's video. So let's begin. If we look at the history of Afghanistan, we know that 2,500 years ago, in 522 BC, Persians attacked here. But their possession could not last more than 2 years, after which in 331 BC, Alexander, who had conquered more than half of the world, also attacked Afghanistan, but he could not establish his rule here for more than 7 years. Mongol Empire, Sikh Empire, and Mughal Empire also attacked Afghanistan, but Mongol Empire got out of here in 2 years, while Sikh and Mughal Empire got out of here in 1 year. When Britain attacked the subcontinent, it occupied the territory of China, India, and Pakistan by the British Army, and then they tried to attack Afghanistan 3 times, but they failed. In 1979, the Soviet Union, today's Russia, also attacked Afghanistan, but later they also withdrew their troops from Afghanistan. At that time, there was a civil war going on between America and Russia, and after losing Afghanistan, they were disrespected all over the world. It was only 12 years after he left Afghanistan that the U.S. sent its troops to Afghanistan in 2021, and the surprising thing is that all the NATO countries were involved in this war. But after 20 years of fighting the war, the U.S. finally in 2021, he had to join hands with the Taliban to leave Afghanistan. Analysts say that even in this 20-year period, the United States controlled only 15% of the territory of Afghanistan, while the rest of the territory was under the control of the Afghans. The area of Afghanistan is slightly larger than France, while its population is less than the state of California in the United States. There are all the answers to how such a small country can compete with such big powers, but the biggest answer is its geographical location. Uzbeks, Tajiks, and Pashtuns live in it. The border of Afghanistan was also demarcated by the armies of other countries, but in the eyes of the Afghans, it has no special significance because there are a large number of Pashtuns in southern Afghanistan and western Pakistan, which are similar to each other to become Pakistan. Even then, the importance of this border is just an image line. Controlling it has been very difficult for both Pakistan and Afghanistan. Known as the Durand Line, this border is 2646 km long with 300 spots where the border can be crossed. For this reason, smuggling of drugs, weapons, and militants is very common here. Because of this smuggling, it is called the most dangerous border in the world. Afghanistan is an Islamic country that has many countries around it. That is, if a country wants to occupy Afghanistan, it takes support from neighboring countries, which includes Iran, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, China, and Pakistan. And the most important thing is that there are huge mountain ranges in Afghanistan, in which it is hardly possible to live. 75% of this country is very dangerous and is called Hindu Kush Mountain Range, which is helpful for the people there while it is harmful for the attackers. Whenever the enemy countries attack them, the Afghans attack them from behind the mountains and drive them away and hide in the caves there. In 1979, the Soviet military managed to establish a base in Khost, Afghanistan. It was built in the valley between the big mountains, which the Afghan militants took advantage of and climbed on the same mountains to destroy the Soviet base from all sides. And this happened not only with the Soviets, but when the United States, together with NATO forces, sent 130,000 aircraft carriers to Afghanistan. But it was very difficult to feed such a large force and supply the rest of the goods that they would have sent for good. But the Afghan militants used to burn and destroy the containers and tanks sent by them from the same high mountains, which made it difficult for the NATO forces, and many times they destroyed the sensitive Khyber region, which caused a huge loss to the NATO forces, and if they could not do this, they would have come to Pakistan and set fire to all the containers. According to an estimate, America spent $2.3 trillion in this war. In other words, America used to spend $300 million on its forces in one day, and even after all this, America could occupy only 15% of Hays, after which they thought it was good to go back from here. Now we all understand that because of Afghanistan's dangerous mountains, isolated tribes, and secret caves, outside forces cannot stay here. But in the end, everyone wants to occupy Afghanistan itself. Which is the answer? Geographical location is. Afghanistan is located in the middle of Asia. That is, it is also called the heart of Asia. If one wants to control the whole of Asia, it is very important to capture Afghanistan. And that is why even if a big force attacks Afghanistan, other forces support it and make their plan fail. I hope that all your questions have been answered in our video. Please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.